3, 2, 1. What? That looks amazing. That looks so good. Oh my god, I can't get too excited or I'll risk waking baby, but oh my god, how good does that look? It looks fantastic. I can't think of a word to describe how amazing this looks. Oh my gosh. Right, okay, let's have a closer look.
Hey everyone, Maxine here. So recently I've been lucky enough to receive a light kit for the Rivendell Lego set to review for all of you on YouTube. However, I recently figured, how can I realistically review a light kit if I haven't looked at the other competitors' version of the same light kit? So for this video I'm going to do something a little bit different than no one else has done before. I'm going to not only review my light kit, but compare it to the others out there so that you can make an informed decision on which one is best for you to buy. So you don't have to do any of the legwork and search all the other competitors, because I'm going to do it for you. So let's get started. So the kit that I was sent to review was sent very generously to me by Lightailing. Now Lightailing are seen as one of the lower end light kits to buy in terms of price point, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're lower end for quality. Rather than run you through exactly where every wire got installed, which is initially what I was going to do for this review, I thought I'd give you an overview of what I found were the best points and maybe the worst points of this product. So first and foremost, I have to say the best thing about this light kit was that it didn't overdo it. They were really subtle and very generous with the lights that they used. They used lights that actually complemented the scenery in the set. For example, like here you can see below, they used really a nice cool white to show the background and the interior of the Rivendell set, and also here at the gazebo with very angry Bilbo and his angry face, that they used this nice cool white behind the statues on the Rivendell set. I thought this made it look really regal and really calming and just didn't overdo it with this part of the set. Whereas if you look at some of the competitors, they use maybe a harsh green or a really red orange that just makes it look really angry, and I don't really understand why they use those colours. Another thing that Lightailing kit brings us is some lights for the lanterns, the fires and the little torches within the set. Although Lightailing only come with the one version of the light kit, and so they don't do any special effects or any flickering or twinkleability as I like to call it, it still looks really great for the price point. I also really like that they threw in a couple green lights in there to be below the set and glowing up the way to provide that kind of green tranquil look that you're in nature, but it's very subtle and not overpowering, and make the set look a really weird tinge of green, which would look really strange. I also love that they remember to put lights into some of the towers and to the very tall areas of the build. And in that way I really felt that when I turned off the lights and lit up the entire set, there were lights in every single corner of the set and not a single piece of the set was missed out. And of course we can't forget to see anything about where the ring is placed. So for this you get one single light that is subtly attached to the top leaf of the tree nearby, and it provides something of a spotlight effect looking down on top of the ring. I thought this was really, again, very subtle and didn't overpower it and didn't overdo it, because there's nothing like a really strong light that then dims everything else in the set. Another really big plus with the Lightailing kit that I think really needs to be noted, because it's not very obvious by looking at the light kit and all the pictures, the Lightailing kit is installed in sections. What do I mean by this? Is that basically, even though all of the lights are into one strand, these are into one strand for each section of your build. And why does that matter? Well, being such a big build, we display our Rivendell set on our shelf, which means when it came to installing the light kit, we had to take it off the shelf and onto our coffee table so that we could install the light kit. Therefore, obviously when installing the light kit and moving it back onto the shelf, we needed that to be a really easy process. However, some light kits out there make this difficult because of all the light kit wiring is all tightly sewn together. Therefore, you have to move your build all in one piece and you can no longer separate the Rivendell set into 3 parts. If we had to do that while we moved it from the coffee table up back to the shelf, it would have been a nightmare. As you can see here, we got different bags for each of the different sections, which means that you could easily install one long strand of the kit into that section of the Rivendell set and eventually piece them all together, which means when it came to moving the Rivendell set back onto the shelf, we were able to move it at one section at a time and minimise any disastrous dropping of the entire set, which would have been a total nightmare. There are other brands out there that do this where they provide a light kit that you can separate as well. However, the Lightailing one is the cheapest option. Negative to the Lightailing kit is that it only comes with white wires. Why does that matter? Well, not all of your sets, including the Rivendell set, have light or white pieces. The white wiring was perfect when it came to wrapping the wire around the gazebo. However, when it came to the darker sections of the set, such as the tree, the white wiring really does show. Something else that the Lightailing kit didn't do was provide lights within the trees. But then again, why would a tree be lit up unless it's a Christmas tree? Again, some of the other competitor sets did this, but I don't really understand it in the context, so I didn't really feel like this was a loss in the Lightailing kit. And now, what did I think of the Lightailing set in terms of installation and how easy it was to install? So Lightailing is one of those brands that does provide all the lights into one strand. Now, initially I thought this sounded like the worst idea and probably make it one of the harder brands to install, especially for such a big set like Rivendell. And in some sections this was absolutely the case. For example, here you can see I really struggled to kind of get the long wiring where it had to be weaved up a length of studs and back down again. But by using a clever clever hack where I placed one stud piece so that I could wrap the wire around and feed it back round. I kind of came up with my own personal hack on how to best tackle this issue. However, some other brands use a totally different technique in that they don't provide a studded light piece and that they just provide you the light on the end of a wire, and this has to be fed through other studs. I feel like personally this would be a bit more fiddly, and I've not ever used this approach, so I can't say for certain if this is the case. But I honestly found the light-tailing wires not to be as fragile as what I expected. And once I got the hang of my methods and using the little tweezers that come with the kit, I actually found it not too bad to install at all. So for overall effect of the light kit, I would give this 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 purely because all of the colours I feel like were provided for all of the lights definitely made sense. Again, they weren't thrown in there because the light kit company just had all these extra colours and bulbs that they could just throw in there. They actually made sense. So the nice warm whites were used in the right places to make it look like someone was home in Rivendell. A nice balance of green to really show the shrubbery and bring this really, as I said, tranquil nature look into the build. And of course, they still provided some lanterns and candle effects in there as well. And I guess it goes without saying the 4 out of 5 was purely because they didn't have any twinkle ability I would have liked to have seen. So here is a very quick breakdown of all the competitors as well as Lightailing. So LightMyBricks is definitely the upper end competitor for the light kits out there. The Rivendell light kit retails for £129.99, has a 2-year warranty, however does not throw in any of the power supplies that you will need to make the light kit work. So on top of the price, it'll also cost you between £8 and £23 for an additional power output, so you need to factor that in. One thing I wasn't sure about when I was researching this is the colour of the cables. I believe they're only black, so factor that in when you're trying to hide them around any of the light or white pieces. This set didn't provide any lights in the trees, does definitely have a twinkle ability to it to all the candles, flames and the water as well, and because of the way that they install their light kit, the set can be separated by its 3 parts for easy mobility. Next we have Briksmax. Their Rivendell light kit retails for £88.52, only provides a 1-year warranty, so the lowest out of all competitors, does provide the battery pack needed. They only provide black wire, so they'll really show against the white, such as the gazebo in the set. There are no lights provided for the trees. They provide an orange-red backdrop to the statues. However, they do provide a really nice twinkly candle and water effect, and the set can also be separated once the lights are installed. Next we have LeLightGo. LeLightGo retails for £59.99 for the classic version, a 2-year warranty, and provides the battery packs you'll need as well. They provide black and white wires, which is really nice and something I wish the Lightailing kit did, so that there are white wires used where there are lighter bricks and black wires where there are darker to help hide them better. They do provide lights in the trees, and their backlight for the statues is a green colour. LeLightGo, once you've installed the lights, you cannot separate the build, so factor that in when it comes to installing the light kit and then moving it to where you would like to display it. And next, moving down by price point, we have Lightailing, which retails for £56. They provide a 2-year warranty, the battery packs needed to power your light kit, provide purely white wiring, which is easy to hide when wiring up around the gazebo and other light bricks, but not as easy to hide around the darker bricks such as the trees. They do not provide any lights in the trees, and as I said before, they provide a really nice white light backlight to the statues. Again, Lightailing can be separated once you've installed the light kit. And lastly, the cheapest light kit out there is with LeLightGo, retailing at £48.99 for the classic version. They provide a 2-year warranty and the battery packs required to power your light kit. Again, they provide black and white wiring, lights in the trees, and a green backlight to the statues. And just like LeLightGo, they cannot be separated once the lights are installed. In fact, to make things easier, I noticed Game of Bricks and LeLightGo are exactly the same. As in, their light kits are exactly the same, and their promo videos are exactly the same. So I hope you found this overview of the Rivendell light kits really helpful. I absolutely love my Lightailing kit, and I'm so happy with it, and so happy with the effects that it's provided into our Rivendell set. It makes me so happy when we turn it on, it just revamps the entire set. I have to say as well, I think I was more excited and more amazed by the set once I'd installed the light kit as compared with when we actually built the set and looked at it after we'd built it. I never thought I would love light kits so much, but once I installed that Rivendell set, it's changed the whole ball game for me. If you're really uncertain, maybe go for one of these brands that I've mentioned that is at a lower price point, especially because some of the higher end ones come with more complicated installation for sure. I think the Lightailing kit provides the best of both worlds in terms of price, but also of the quality and the effect of the light kit on the overall set. I hope you appreciate all the work that I went in to do all this research for you guys, so you don't have to search up all these different light kit companies and do it yourself. If you did find the video useful, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video as well. And if you do decide to go with the Lightailing kit, please use my personal code BonnieBricks when you're at the checkout, and you will receive 10% off any Lightailing kit that you purchase. But please consider buying this light kit if you have the Rivendell set, because I genuinely think it just transformed the set and made us fall in love with it all over again. Please also like this video if you enjoyed it, and comment below if you have any other thoughts or comments to what I've said. I really enjoy all the engagement and all the comments that people throw in there, so please get in touch. So that's it for me. I'm going to go and turn on my Rivendell light kit and enjoy it in all of its glory. So until next time, bye!